Welcome to a second shot sit down focused on overcoming adversity and truly achieving greatness in many different facets. Listen, you guys know Amy Purdy from, gosh, all kinds of stuff. Dancing with the Stars, The Amazing Race. She's also won silver and bronze in the Paralympics. Her sport is snowboarding, but at the moment, she does not have legs in the sense that you and I understand legs to be. Amy joins us now to talk about her story. Hey, Amy, good to see you.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Well, so let's talk about the legs first. Like I said, a lot of people know you from all of these different components of your, celebrity and your outreach. But I want to go back to what happened all those years ago when you got sick.
Yeah, so I grew up in Las Vegas and always had a passion for snowboarding. But then at the age of 19, I ended up losing both of my legs to something called meningococcal meningitis. And we have no idea how I got it. I just started to feel sick one day, and then all of a sudden I was fighting for my life. I was in the hospital for about 3 months. I ended up losing both my legs below the knees to septic shock, and then I also ended up having a kidney transplant as well. My dad, who lives in Idaho, by the way,
shout out
gave
to Dad.
me one of his kidneys. Exactly. He's amazing. We just celebrated our 21st anniversary, actually, of our kidney transplant. And so, you can imagine just being 19 years old and having your life completely change. I mean, in a direction I never could have imagined, losing my legs and wanting to travel the world and snowboard, trying to figure out how to do that. I actually ended up having to make my own pair of feet to be able to snowboard in. And so it's kind of interesting how here I lost my legs, but these legs of steel and titanium have taken me to amazing places.
They really have. As I understand it, you were back when you were 19 and Dad was giving you part of him to survive. You were given a 2% chance of survival. Were you aware of that when you were going through this?
I was aware of it a little bit. I was aware when I entered the hospital that they told my parents at that time over the phone, because they had called them and told them the condition that I was in. I mean, it hit really fast. I thought I just had the flu, and then I was fighting for my life. And so that's when I entered the emergency room. And I remember hearing the nurse say to my mom over the phone, she's got maybe 2 hours left to live. We don't know what she's got, but she's going into cardiac arrest. So I was very aware that I was in grave condition. And then I went into a coma. And when I woke up from that, about a week and a half later, I was very aware that my feet were in trouble. My legs had lost circulation because of septic shock. And so then that kind of started the journey of trying to save my legs. So I was very aware at the time when it came time to actually have both my legs amputated. And that's, you can imagine that's challenging, not just physically, but mentally. And so I needed to pull together every resource that I had to be able to get through that and really advocate for myself and check in with myself and know when I needed mental support. I think that's something, and that's one of my messages today, to be honest, is just making sure that we're all being mindful of how we are mentally, because we're all going through a crisis right now because of COVID and the pandemic, and there's amazing resources out there. I actually just partnered with this amazing brand, NextGen Healthcare, that gives resources at nextgen.com/nextgenmind, and they give resources for mental health support and all types of kind of whole body care.
When we talk about those tools that you acquired, I think about not just, okay, so you get out of the hospital, but then you are a young woman, a teenager with, it looks very different than other teenagers. What was that path like, and how did you navigate that emotionally?
I think at first that was probably one of the toughest challenges. Was I still felt like me, but yet I looked different, and I was very aware that I looked different. I mean, all of a sudden I was in a wheelchair as well, like when I was learning to walk before I had my prosthetics. And I started to realize, oh my gosh, the world looks at you differently when you're in a wheelchair. The fact that I have these amazing prosthetic legs, that there's resources like this in the world and technology like this in the world, I really leaned into the gratitude that I had for my body and for the technology that exists for me. And that's the thing. I mean, there's so much incredible technology these days. You know, even with, let's say with COVID, it's like everything's moved online.
Sure.
And so there's incredible like next gen healthcare, incredible like online technology that connects you to the resources you need.
This conversation is actually part of a Second Shot sit down. So we have the full extended interview with para-snowboarder, model, actress, and author Amy Purdy on the Second Shot podcast. Just go to cw33.com/secondshot or search Second Shot on any podcast platform to get to it.